what's up YouTube? I'm Two Smokin Barrels, and today I'm going to show you an updated video on the Lake Isabella gold glitch in Red Dead Online. I'm going to start off by showing you the glitch, and then I'm going to discuss a few tips and tricks that will help you maximize your gold and speed up the process along the way. Additionally, we'll be showing you how to get a solo lobby as well as a private invite-only poker lobby that'll help you collect gold while not being griefed, and you can use the solo lobby to collect your treasure maps and make sure you can get that Lake Isabella treasure map quickly. After that, I'll just do a quick recap, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. My channel is new and we are growing. I currently have a goal of reaching 1,000 subs. Any help you could offer, I would truly appreciate it. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, you're going to need to make your way to Lake Isabella with a friend. One of the two of you will need some dynamite, preferably you, because you're going to need to blow up the chest. And you're going to need 2 treasure maps. You're going to need Lake Isabella plus any other treasure map. Doesn't matter which one. Now what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get a chest to spawn back there behind us. There will be a boat and a chest. If you open your map and you feel vibration, you'll either have that location, or there'll be a location right over here by this tree in front of us where that chest is currently, and that's not the one we want. So let's go ahead and open up a Lake Isabella treasure map and try to get the correct location to spawn. If it doesn't spawn, guys, you just have to open up a different map and then reopen the Isabella and repeat that process till you finally get it. At this point, I'm feeling some vibration on my controller, so I'm just going to tap my eagle eye and I see no glow over there, so it should be behind us. Excellent, there it is. Okay, that's perfect. Guys, I will be showing you a method to get the chest to respawn after you leave session, and you'll never have to reshuffle maps. So you could just collect the gold, leave the session, come back, and the chest is automatically there for you. Stick around for that. Very important, very good tip. Alright, once you have the chest, first step is to blow it up. When you approach the chest, you need the yellow search area to disappear off the mini-map and start showing you the treasure map icon. If this doesn't happen, you need to leave the session or close the game and come back. Some people like to stay in the session by closing the chest and stay in the session, but the yellow search area doesn't always disappear if you do that. I recommend just close the game, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, we're going to plant dynamite on here and shoot it. All you need to do here is blow up the chest. So you could throw a fire bottle at it, you could ignite it with the triangle button while you plant it, you could throw the dynamite at it. It really doesn't matter. I prefer just to plant the dynamite, shoot it, and blow it up that way. If done correctly, you're going to glitch that chest out. And you'll know it's glitched when you run far enough away that treasure icon will disappear off the mini map, and that spot is critical to this glitch. Once we get to right about here, that icon disappears. Now this, can think about it like this. There's a certain threshold that we're crossing that is going to generate our gold into that chest. When we come over here out of the threshold and then we come back into the threshold over here, we're basically generating 1 treasure into that chest every time we do so. So if we leave the threshold and then we come back into the threshold, right, now we should have 2 golds in that chest. Now in my previous video I told you to circle this rock, and in doing so it was inconsistent because you're not necessarily always coming out past the threshold. So the recommendation would be to do large circles around the rock, or even on horseback because it's faster. Okay, I am going to tell you, don't even go in circles. It takes longer than what I'm going to show you right now. So my preferred method is to go into first person right here. I aim my north pointer on the compass to the top right corner of my health. And then basically I'm just going to point my reticle of the gun, not aiming my gun, but just have the reticle on the tree and strafe left till the tree leaves the screen, and then strafe right till your reticle's back on the tree. This is perfect and generates your treasures every time, and it's pretty quick. It just takes a few seconds to go back and forth, and every time you do so, you're generating a treasure in the chest. Now, this back and forth process takes you 6 seconds. So you could do this 10 times per minute, and you could do this 100 times in 10 minutes. And I'm going to tell you, I've counted how many times I take gold out of the chest, and I've never, ever counted more than 95 treasures being pulled out of the chest. So the option to take, I've never had it go over 95. So you don't need to do this more than 10 minutes. If you do this for 10 minutes, you would have done this 100 times, and you're not going to generate more than 100 treasures in the chest, period. If you ever have, please comment in the comment section and let me know that you have pulled actually more than 95 treasures. But for me personally, I never have. So we're going to go ahead and do this for 10 minutes. I'll speed this up so you guys do not have to sit through it all. And then I'll see you back at the chest. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, so let's run back to the chest. So very important, guys, if you don't want to lose your Lake Isabella treasure map, you have to open a different treasure map before you open this chest. If you do this glitch a lot, sometimes you're going to forget. Please don't forget. Jeez, I clicked Lake Isabella again. Alright, now that we've opened a different map, our Lake Isabella treasure map is safe, and now I'm going to show you a couple tips right here that are not required, but at this point all you got to do is collect your gold, and you're good to go. However, I will show you a couple tips to make the process faster and how to get the treasure chest to respawn right when you come back to the session. So, in order to do those two things, so the first one is, if your friend shoots at you, you'll take the gold faster. So I will demonstrate that right here. I will have my friend pull out his varmint rifle and start shooting me, and you'll notice that while in combat, my character starts taking the gold quicker. Now you can't be killed while you're doing this, so don't worry about that. You don't have to be shot every second. Just every couple seconds, have your friend shoot at you, and you'll notice that you're taking the treasures quicker than normal. This will save you about a minute and a half each time you're taking gold. Now, the next thing is very important, folks. If you close the game right when it says close chest as your only option and you can no longer take gold, if you're quick enough, you could come right back to this session and the treasure is already going to be here. I'm going to demonstrate this, but you want to be fast. It doesn't always work, but for me, I'm pretty good at hitting it 95% of the time, which saves so much time shuffling maps to get the treasure chest to respawn for you. Okay, we're going to close app right away, and we'll take our friend's invite again and join the session. Alright, so as you can see, we spawn back into the session. We have the yellow search area over our mini-map. We are in first person. And our treasure is here. So utilize those 3 tips I gave you. One being have your friend invite you while your game is closed so that you get the notification on your PlayStation notifications, or you get your invite to your PlayStation notifications. That way you could rejoin from that invite. If you don't, your friend could just invite you again once you leave the session or once you close app. Tip number 2 was to have your friend shoot you while you're taking the gold so that you can collect it faster. And tip number 3 is to close your game as soon as you can after you no longer have the option to take gold. And that way when you rejoin, you do not have to reopen maps to get the treasure chest to spawn again for you, which will save you a ton of time. So that's it for the gold glitch portion of this video, and now we'll move into private lobbies and getting your treasure maps. Okay, so to get an invite only session, we're going to utilize the poker table, and we're going to create a quote poker lobby, which is an invite only lobby that allows only 6 people. Basically, the game is going to think you're at a poker table, but you're really going to be in free roam. In order to set this up, just head on over to a poker table, and before you get started, you're going to want to be able to quickly join your friend. So from PlayStation 4, you can double tap the PlayStation button and prime up your friend. So we'll select our friend here go to their profile. We'll select the game they're playing, and from here we're going to have a join button. Now if I double tap my PlayStation button, I can go quickly back to the game, and then when I'm ready to join them, I can quickly double tap the PlayStation button, click the join, and then I can join my friend. Okay, now over on PS5, what you can do is you're going to utilize the player card. So while your friend's accepting that invite, you'll simply have their card loaded up, and you'll be highlighted here on join game. And when they tell you that their poker lobby's ready to be joined, you'll click this join button. So let me show you real quick the whole process from both point of views. So I'm going to go ahead and play poker and host a private game. From here, I'm just going to invite my friend. Now, from our friend, all they're going to do is accept the invite, and as soon as it says processing invite, they will tell you. So make sure you're in a party chat. When your friend says processing invite, you're going to join them quickly. Timing is critical. You don't have to be super accurate, but let's go ahead and show you the process. Okay, here's the invite. We're going to go ahead and accept that invite, and as soon as it says processing in the bottom right hand corner of my screen, the person at the poker table will join the friend. Join and accept. Now what's going to happen is the host of the poker game is going to get an alert, and the friend is going to get the cloud animation and get thrown into the poker lobby. So there's my alert, and here comes the clouds, and we're going to load into the session. So it's fairly simple. Usually you'll hit it first try. Just make sure you're communicating via party chat and say, hey, processing now. All right, now if we have a look, you'll see on the player menu that Glitched Gunman in the bottom right is in a private invite-only session. Close your game, and then have your friend send you the invite to the session. That way, you're going to get the invite in your notification panel. And from there, you could accept it as many times as you want until your friend leaves the session. So let's go ahead and send over this invite. Invite to session. There's our invite. And now this invite you could take as many times as you want. As long as our friend stays in that session, this invite will never expire. So you can leave session, you could close app, you could rejoin, and we're going to utilize this a lot during the gold blitz. Okay, now we're going to discuss how to get a solo lobby. A solo lobby is important for spawning treasure maps on trees, which we're going to utilize to rapid spawn treasure maps and get our Lake Isabella treasure map. So from PlayStation, PS4 or PS5, just from your home screen, just go to your settings and choose network and set up your internet connection. You can use Wi-Fi or LAN, this doesn't matter, but you do want to choose a custom connection. You can go automatic for your IP, do not specify DHCP server, automatic DNS server, and on your MTU settings, you're going to want to choose manual. Change the setting from the default 1500 and choose 750, and then your proxy server doesn't matter. Okay, from here, you can test your internet connection. I'm just going to go back to the game. And from here, we'll just load into camp. All right, now that we're in session into a private lobby, we're gonna go ahead and do the treasure map on tree glitch. We're gonna rapidly collect treasure maps from trees until you acquire the Lake Isabella treasure map. To start off with, you're just going to want to make your way over to the Blackwater Sheriff Station. Alright, once you're in Blackwater Sheriff Station, you're going to set your camp location to Hennigan Steed. Using Hennigan Steed, this should put you at Thieves Landing. And Thieves Landing is close enough to a treasure map on a tree that every time you spawn into the session, the treasure map should spawn for you. Alright, this is perfect. Our camp is in Hennigan Steed, and we're going to be collecting the treasure map on a tree that spawns right here at this marker location. So by spawning in at camp in a private lobby here, this tree map usually always spawns for you. Now, it's important to note, there's two reasons why you will not get a tree map. One of them is the legendary Ropke boar. It can spawn here, here, and over here. Okay? If the Ropke boar is spawning for you, it cross-cancels out your treasure map on your tree. So, if you are not getting the tree map, head over this way and see if you get the legendary Ropke boar. If you do, you want to kill the boar and probably just go ahead and take that pelt over to Gus or to Crips. But you want to kill about 3 minutes. Make sure 3 minutes has passed so the game does a background save, maybe change your outfit and stuff like that. That will put the boar on a 3-day cooldown. That way, next time you spawn back in, the boar will not cancel out your tree map. Now, the second reason you won't get a tree map is that the tree maps, just like legendary animals, have a 3-day real-time 72 hours cooldown if you last seen one. Now, you might have rode past one in the daytime and not even noticed that it was there, and that puts you on a 3-day cooldown that you're completely unaware of. So just know that if you're not getting it, you're most likely on a cooldown or you're getting that legendary Ropke boar. Okay, so with that being said, now that we got our camp in Thieves Landing, we're in a private lobby. At this point, you're just going to want to go to your online options and spawn back in at camp. Alright, once you spawn back in at camp, you should still be at Thieves Landing, and all you're going to do is make your way over to that tree map location. Again, if we don't get it, it's because we're on a cooldown, or the legendary Ropke boar is intervening. We do not see it. And look at that, there's the Ropke boar. So let's go ahead and kill that Ropke boar. Or it might kill us. Alright, took out that boar. Now what we're going to do, we want to make sure that the game saves. We don't want this boar to respawn again on us. So I'll fast forward this video, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take this over to camp, close game, and respawn back at camp. Alright, now that we've killed the Ropke boar and we're back in session, let's go check it out. Sometimes, if you don't stay in the session long enough, that Ropke boar will just keep on spawning, which is pretty good for farming pelts. Alright, and there you go, guys. As you can see, after killing the legendary Ropke boar, we did get our tree map. Now, it's important to close the game immediately when you see your treasure pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. My character, I believe, has all 29 treasure maps already, so all we're going to actually get from this is some money, like a couple cents. But basically, you want to be able to close app quick. So double tap your PlayStation button, make sure you're on close connect internet. And then from here, uh-oh, I'm being attacked. I do not want this to save. Sometimes when you're attacked and the game makes a background save, it might screw up your tree map, guys. Let's find out right now. We're going to take the map, and then as soon as it pops on the right-hand side of the screen, our inventory item, we're going to double tap the PlayStation button and cut off our internet. If you're on PlayStation 5, you can also close app. You can, as long as you close the game quick, guys, you should be okay. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Alright. Should be good. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to load back into camp. Alright, once you're back in the session, just head on right back over to that tree. And if you close that quick enough, the tree map will be there again. If you didn't, you're going to have to just wait 3 days. And as you can see, there it is. Let's do this one more time. Again, I think I probably have all the maps by now. Maybe, maybe not. If I have all the maps, I'm just going to get a couple cents. But if I don't, I will get another map. And then again, we'll just load right back into camp. Alright, just like last time, once you spawn back into camp, we're just going to make our way right back over to the tree and grab another map. And basically, folks, you're just going to keep redoing this until you have that Lake Isabella map.
Alright folks, that's all I got for you on the Lake Isabella gold glitch. If you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. My channel is small, we're growing slowly, and all the support is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below, and you can always join my live streams that I do every single night, and comment in the live chat, and I'd be happy to answer your questions there. Until next time, everybody, peace out.